ولعن الله من شرك في دمك ولعن الله من بلغه ذلك فرضي به أنا إلى الله من ذلك بريء. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين أبا القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد. قال الله تعالى في كتابه العزيز: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العلي العظيم. So today we will talk about Surah Al-Kawthar. Yeah, small, very small chapter. Small or short? Which one is correct? So can I say small or short? Short, no small. Small is disrespectful. Okay? The Quran we don't say it's small. We say it is short. 3 verses only. Yeah? Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika inna shani'aka huwa 3 verses. How many words? 10 words. 3 verses, 10 words. Very small, very short. But the meaning of it is very big. Alright, now let's begin with something. Let's go back in history. The Arabs back then, the Arabs, right, in the time of the pagans, before the Prophet ﷺ, their pride and joy, boys. When they have boys, when their wives give birth to boys, they feel very happy, very proud. So their honor is what? Boys. The more boys they have, the happier that they are. The more they go around and saying, look at me, I have more boys. I have more men than you are. And if one of them, Allah gives them a girl, what happens to them? They get very sad, very depressed. Look, oh, what am I going to do? They get very embarrassed. And what they used to do is, they used to take that girl and bury them alive. So this is what the Arabs used to do. So they used to value boys more than girls. When Islam came, Islam changed that. He says, no. Girls are a source of barakah, a source of blessing. Not what you guys think. It's not the number of how many boys you have that makes you stand out. It's the action that you do, the a'mal that you do. But girls themselves are a source of barakah and blessings. So far so good? Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he married Sayyidah. Who's his wife? Who was the wife of the Prophet? Sayyidah Khadija. Yeah? Sayyidah Khadija had 2 boys. One Al-Qasim and one Abdullah. They were both young, but they both died at a younger age. At a very young age. The Arabs, when they looked at the Prophet and they said he has no boys, they started to make fun of him. Okay? So the Arabs back then, they made a lot of fun from the Prophet. They called him many names. They called him Sahir, magician. They called him Kahin. They called him a false prophet. They called him many names. They called him even Majnoon, insane. And Allah did not interfere. Whatever they called the Prophet, Allah will let it go. But one name they called the Prophet, Allah got angry at. They said, I'm going to have you back this time. They called him what? Abtar. The word Abtar, it means what? When an animal loses its tail, when the tail of the animal gets cut, they call that animal what? Abtar. It means it has no tail. Yeah? So when a man has no boys, no kids, kids, when I say kids, I mean boys only. When he has no boys, what do they call him, the Arabs? They call him Abtar. There's a man, his name is Al-As ibn Wa'il. Right? This man, he used to hate the Prophet with passion. He was a very hateful person towards the Prophet and towards the Muslimin in general. He used to hate the Muslims. He used to give them very hard time. He used to punish some of them. Huh? No, he wasn't a Muslim. He was just a pagan. Alright, so he was a kafir before anything else. This person, one day, he saw the Prophet and he started talking to the Prophet. And the Prophet started talking to him. Once the Prophet left, this man, Al-As ibn Wa'il, he came to his people he was sitting with. They said to him, who are you talking to? He said, I was talking to the Abtar. So he called the Prophet and he nicknamed him what? The Abtar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what happened? Allah got mad. How dare you call my Prophet Abtar? And then Allah revealed this chapter. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. Right? So Allah says, no, no, no. It's not you who is Abtar. It is the one who called you Abtar, as we will see. Inna shani'aka. The one who hated you, the one who called you names, he is the one who is Abtar. Yeah? So this is Allah talking back. Alright? So now let's look at the ayah again and let's try to understand a few things. Now, Allah says, Inna. He didn't say I, Ana. You guys know the difference between Inna and Ana? So sometimes they say, Ana a'tayka al-kawthar. Sometimes they say, Inna a'tayna al-kawthar. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatal qadr. Sometimes says Allah, Inna fatahna laka fathan yasir. Inni ana Allah. So sometimes Allah says, Ana, me, and sometimes says, we, Inna. Yeah? The difference between the two, very simple. Yeah, you guys with me? When Allah says, Ana, Inni ana al-ghafur, it means every time he says Ana, it means what he's about to say is extremely important and it's relating to what? To him only. It's only him. When he says Inna a'taynak, he says we gave you, it's not the same as Inni. So when Allah every time he says Ana, it means what? Something relating to him, something very important. Inni ja'alika lin-nasi khalifa. I am making you. I. So this is very important, very close to me. When it says inna, what does the inna means? Inna means I'm about to give something through a medium. One. And something to glorify you. Something to honor you. So Allah says, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatul qadr. What did Allah give us in laylatul qadr? What did He give us in laylatul qadr? What did Allah give us in laylatul qadr? Inna anzalnahu. What did He? No, the Quran. Allah gave us the Quran. So Allah says, I'm about to honor you, give you something high. So He uses what? Inna, we. So He says, Inna a'tainaka. I'm about to give you something, I'm about to honor you. So every time Allah wants to honor us as a human being or specific people, He says what? Inna, He doesn't say I. And if He wants to give us something through a medium, He also says Inna. For example, He says, Inna anzalna min as-sama'i ma. We brought rain from the skies or from the clouds. So when he says Ana, it means what? Something important relating to him and him only. Whether it's tawheed or whether something that he wants to make a law. But when it says Inna, it means he's trying to glorify and honor someone else. So Allah says Inna a'tainaka, we have given you the Kawthar. What is the Kawthar? What did Allah give the Kawthar to the Prophet? What is the Kawthar? Now, there are many meanings for Kawthar. But one, there's a river in heaven that is whiter than yogurt and sweeter than honey. It's called Al-Kawthar. This river is specifically for the Prophet, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Fatima, and Hassan al-Hussein. That's Allah gave it to them, on only them. They call it Al-Kawthar. The word Kawthar means anything that's abundant, anything that is a lot. Anything that's too much, we call it what? Kawthar. So anytime you want to describe something that is too much, we call it what? Kawthar. So Allah says, Inna a'tainaka Kawthar. We have given you what? This Kawthar. Is it the river? Then what is it? Because the man who came and he insulted the Prophet, what did he say to him? He said to him, you are after, means what? You have no children. So Allah says, no, we're going to give him the what? The Kawthar. And the Kawthar is what? Fatimatul Zahra. And through Fatimatul Zahra, the Prophet had what? Hassan and Hussein. And through Hassan and Hussein we had what? The 12 Imams. And we had all the Sada. How many Sayyids do we have in the world? Millions and millions. From the time of the Prophet until now, we had millions and millions of Sada. So they're abundant, there are a lot. So Allah says to him, Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar, means we have given you all the children. So you are not an abtar, you are not cut. Yeah? Does that make sense? So in the heaven, Allah gave him a river called al-Kawthar. On earth, He gave him Fatima al-Zahra, who gave him a lot of kids. So inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar. فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ. Okay, so since we've given you something very huge, very nice, now it's time for you to do what? To thank us. فَصَلِّ. Pray to your Lord. Pray to us. So what do you have to say to Allah? Thank you. فَصَلِّ means pray to your Lord. وَانْحَرْ. What does nahr mean? Nahr mean? Yeah. It literally means what? To cut something. When you cut, for example, when you slaughter a sheep, it's called what? Nahr. Or the neck here, this area called the area of manhar. This is the area where you cut something off. So Allah says, فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ. Does that mean you go and kill something every time you want to pray to me? No. So the Imam says what? Anhar. When you do this harakah, when you do this movement, when you say Allahu Akbar in your salah, you bring your head up to your manhar. This is what we call anhar. So you say Allahu Akbar. So فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ means what? Every time you raise your hands up in salah and you say Allahu Akbar, this is what you're doing. And you raise them to your manhar, to your neck. So the Imam says every time you pray, when you go to sujood, what do? You say Allahu Akbar. When you do into ruku', you say Allahu Akbar. When you get up and you sit down, what do? Allahu Akbar. And always do this movement. Bring your hand up to your manhar and you say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, right? This is what we do. After you finish salah, you say Allahu Akbar 3 times. What do you bring your hand? You bring it up to your manhar. So Allah says to the Prophet, every time you pray to me, bring your hands to your manhar, right? To your area of dhabh. So this is what Allah says. So pray to us and do nahr because we have given you what? Al-Kawthar, right? And then what does Allah says? Inna shani'aka huwa al-abtar. Shan means what? It means your enemy. The one who hates you. The one who has so much hate towards you. In Arabic they call him Shan. Right? So Allah says, no, we're going to predict something in the future, in which is, the guy who said to you that you are abtar, we will make him abtar. Which means what? We will take all his kids and he will never have any more kids. Or his kids will never have kids themselves. Yeah? Al-As ibn Wa'il had one bad son. And his name is, who knows? Umar ibn al-As. You guys heard of Umar ibn al-As? The guy who fought against Amir al-Mu'mineen in the battle of Siffin. The guy who Amir al-Mu'mineen was about to kill him and he took off his clothes and he showed his private parts so the Imam doesn't kill him. You guys heard that story? If no, I can tell you later on. So Amr ibn al-As was one of the sons of al-As. And he was a very bad person. He was bad to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was bad to Ahlul Bayt. He fought against Amir al-Mu'mineen. Alright? So he was one of his kids, which Allah says, after him, you're going to have no more kids. So Allah says, no. The one who called you al-Abtar is the one who is the Abtar. So Allah says to the Prophet, we're going to honor you. We're going to glorify you. We're going to take care of you. We will stand by your side. Okay? Because we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He defends the mu'mineen. Inna Allah dafa an alladhina amanu. When you are a believer, Allah will defend you. When someone's trying to make fun of you, Allah will defend you. When someone's trying to make a fool out of you, Allah will defend you. But you have to do what? You have, not just iman. Okay, obviously you guys mu'mineen. But you have to be patient. Because sometimes someone calls you a nickname, what do? You call him 10. He says something bad to you, and what do? You always reply to him very quickly. No. Say, you know what? I'll let God deal with you. Allah will deal with you. I will leave you alone. I'm just going to ignore you. وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا what? Salam. Peace. I'm just going to ignore you. So every time someone says something to you, what do? Ignore them. Walk away. Be the grown-up. Don't bring yourself to their level. Don't fight with them. Like I always tell you, if someone is being a donkey to you, what do? ride them, donkey like them. Yeah? So every time someone says something bad to you, you ignore them, let Allah take care of it. So Allah will always defend and protect those who are mu'mineen. Yeah? Okay, now let's end with hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, or actually from Imam Salih sallallahu alayhi. He says, when it comes to the reward of those who read Surah Al-Kawthar, what does Allah give them? Yeah? So the Imam says, من قرأ إنا أعطيناك الكوثر. Whoever reads إنا أعطيناك الكوثر where? في فرائضه ونوافله. Whether you're praying your salah, your wajib salah, or mustahab salah. Every time you read إنا أعطيناك الكوثر, which is very short, very simple, 3 verses, yeah, 10 words. If you read it, this is what Allah will give you. He says, سقاه الله من الكوثر. Allah will quench your thirst on the day of judgment from the pool of Al-Kawthar. What else? وَكَانَ مُحْدَثَهُ عَنْدَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ فِي أَصْلِ طُوبَةٍ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make you a neighbor to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Jannah. Just doing what? Reading Surah Al-Kawthar. Simple and easy. So yesterday we said read Surah Al-Ikhlas, and today we said read Surah Al-Kawthar. So now you know what they mean. Now you understand the meaning of the words. So if I say to you, what does the word shana mean? What do you tell me? Shana, what does shana mean? No, not a bad person. An enemy. So you guys forgot already. Shani'aka is your enemy. An enemy, the one that hates you. Yeah? And after it means what? As someone who does not have a children. Okay? Wanhar means what? You guys forgot already? Raise your hands in takbir when you do Allahu Akbar. Go back, watch these lectures. So inshallah I'm gonna give you questions so you guys could answer the questions maybe tomorrow inshallah. Yeah? The three surahs. Alhamd, Al-Ikhlas, and Al-Kawthar. Alright? وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.